As a scout leader, you're struggling with an idea or a question, or you just want some help. Easiest way, go on social media, post that question or that thought, and hope for a positive response or an answer. But no, you as a scout leader have posted this amazing photo of your cubs doing an activity. Let's say, I don't know, at the rifle range. They've gone out to the local district campsite and learning how to do their Master of Arms badge. For example, you post that online. You've been given the ticks by the parents, so that's been all agreed. But then scout leaders start ripping into your post that you had no intention of being a negative post. It's you putting a photo up saying what an amazing time you've had at the Cub Activity Day or whatever, and yet you get some really, really bad negative comments. And that's the thing about social media. And that is the point, the theme of this vlog. It's a new year, guys, 2023, and I want scout leaders to be more positive and respectful of other scout leaders, no matter where you are. Now, in social media, particularly a well-known Facebook group dedicated to scout leaders, it's actually an international group. It started off for England, but it's become so big, it's been international. And people get ripped in there not knowing what country they're from. So in different countries have different guidelines, different policies, POR, that kind of thing, and it will differ from country to country. And before you've even found out that answer, scout leaders are already ripping them and being nasty and just publicly humiliating that scout leader when all they wanted to ask for was a simple question about woggles, for example. And just before Christmas, I saw a picture that got absolutely humiliated. Is that a word? Humiliated? Humiliated. I can't say that word. But you know what I'm trying to say. And the cub leader put up a photo and just got ripped. Oh, you know, the cub isn't wearing safety goggles or distance, that. And before the cub leader could explain that it was a staged photo after the activity, they got absolutely ridiculed of thinking, what's the point of being a scout leader? If these are my fellow scout leaders, they have no idea on the context of this photo yet. Leaders are very happy to just rip into that scout leader and say, you haven't done this, you haven't done that, POR, you should be reported to your county commissioner. My God, guys, chill, step back. Was you there? No. Did you know this was a staged photo? No. We just got to, before we bite the bullet and attack that scout leader, just like that, step back and think. Now have a look at this photo of our future king, William. Now in this photo, it looks like he's giving the crowd the middle finger, swearing at them. Well, in actual fact, if we spin around to the front, you see it from a different point of view. And that's what I want to get through to us scout leaders. Think about before we attack the scout leader online. It's a bit like going back in medieval days. They'll be dragged through the streets and, you know, in the stocks and vegetables thrown at them because they were being the silly joker of the village. And that's what's happening on social media. And I think I get it a lot. I get a lot of hate mail. I get a lot of hate comments and emails going, who do you think you are? You're not the big chief scout. I can take it. Just delete those comments, ignore those comments. But every now and then, one of those comments out of 100 positive comments will just go through my mind and actually, why am I doing this? What's the point? I could just be a normal scout leader and not having to do this stuff online. And it's those negative thoughts that always play in your mind, not the positive thoughts. So scout leaders, come on. We're all in the same game. We're all volunteers. We're all trying to do the same thing for the young people and teach those skills for life. Get outside, enjoy camping, teaching knots, fire lighting, cooking, mechanics, whatever you're trying to do with young people. That's all the bottom line of scouts. We're all in it for the same reason, you would hope. Some others aren't. Some others are in it for medals and awards and stuff, but that's a different vlog. My last point is just remember, we're all volunteers. We don't know the whole true story about that photo. Maybe, yeah, before putting that photo online, we should have had a proper magnifying look and, you know, okay, it does look a bit dodgy. There's someone in the background walking when we're doing rifles or whatever, or, you know, I've done it myself. I've made vlogs and think, man, I put the wrong photo or edit, or I said the wrong thing and I've realized, but before you know it, it's in the public and it's too late. And I really think that sometimes we can hide behind this phone, the computer, and we can be the text warrior and say these nasty things about other scout leaders and not having to think about it. But would we say it face to face? Probably not. And just remember, guys, mental health. We don't know what that leader is going through. Maybe it was their final part of being a cub leader, scout leader, and they thought, you know what? I don't need this rubbish. We don't know. And if someone came up to your scout hut, knocked on the door, opened it, and was like, you're this, you're that, what you did last week on the program is dangerous, blah, blah, blah. You were like, whoa, how dare you speak to me like that? But yet there's leaders on social media, whether that's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, I don't know, whatever, who can just post really horrible comments. So as I say, scout leaders, it's a new year, it's a new term, it's a new start. Let's just be more positive. Nice comments. And if you see something nasty, just don't type it. Don't go and say, you should be banned from being a scout leader. You should be ashamed of yourself. We all do scouts in different ways. And as long as we're, following the guidelines, following what POR says, and we're keeping those young people and, adult volunteers safe, that's all that matters. Hey, if our woggle was upside down, if our necker isn't rolled up right, if our uniform, they come in jeans, in the grand scheme of things, does it really matter? Not really. Does it follow scouting tradition? No. And yeah, I'm a stickler for that small detail. So those small things would irritate me. But I'm not going to go and troll people and put negative things on social media. I might have a whinge to my best mate who's a scout leader and go, hey, have you seen this? But you don't know the context of what that scout leader's posting that question. They're asking a question. It might be silly to you, but remember, you didn't know the answer to that many moons ago. We weren't born with the knowledge of POR and stuff like that. We've learned it over the years. Maybe we don't know the answer. Maybe we've always done it that way. But actually, you're the one in the wrong. So scout leaders, come on. It's a new year. Shake hands, smile on our face. Let's be positive for 2023, because this is going to be the year of the scout. I really can feel this is going to be a really good year. All the stuff that's happened, let's put it behind us. Come on, share the love, be a good scout leader, and remember your scouting law and promise. Always respect other scouts, no matter where you are. Till next time, guys, take care. Happy scouting. Bye-bye.